points, third nationally in blocks. West Virginia will have to hit efficiently and get it past this Texas front line. We're ready to go here in Morgantown. West Virginia to start, and the opening serve comes from Lauren DeLoe, and we are underway. Swindle pushes to the far side. Nice block from the Mountaineers as they double up. Tierney Jackson was over there for WVU. And it's 1-0 West Virginia. Great look at it. Texas tried to get that play made by Molly Phillips. Couldn't get it. Service comes again from DeLoe, that time into the net. And the point belongs to the Longhorns. So West Virginia 0-22 coming into this weekend against Texas all time. Longhorns now 11-0 at the WVU Coliseum. The national champions will have their first service. This is Emma Halter, the sophomore. Mountaineers set up through the middle, and there's the block. Asia O'Neill on cue with Phillips. Drops it right down. Mountaineers look to attack a couple times through the middle in yesterday's match. They go there again. Denied at the net front was the Golden Blues' Emma Baratich. The freshman middle blocker runs right into the redshirt senior, Asia O'Neill. 2-1 West Virginia still. Smia Foster. Swindle goes far side. Mountaineers get a piece of it, remaining in the system. Miller off hands, counted for WVU. Bailey Miller on cue for West Virginia. Had a great performance out of her yesterday. Led the way in kills for the Mountaineers as she attacks off of that near side yet again. And WVU up 3-1 here in set number 1. Miller had 14 in last night's contest. Through the middle, O'Neill pokes one to Kovis, the West Virginia libero. Far side, Jackson gets it to drop. And West Virginia has taken 4 of the first 5 points here in our opening set. Tierney Jackson, 6'4", able to range across and get it to drop. Mountaineers up 7-4 in the first set yesterday, but another service error from West Virginia gives Texas some life now. 4-2. Longhorns down 2. Texas looking to get another great performance off of the intro in our rallies here. They had the 9-2 ace advantage last night. Foster tries to handle it. Poorly handled, and Texas will get the point yet again, 4-3. Kayla Akana starts us off with a missile of a service. Miller blocked at the net again. Swindle and Asia O'Neill denying that attacking opportunity from Miller, who's the offensive focal point for West Virginia here early on. DeLoe with a nice set. And Asia O'Neill, redshirt senior, the middle blocker, 6'3" out of Southlake, Texas. Ties the game at 4. Foster handles through the middle. And a violation on West Virginia, and Texas has scored the last 4 points here, down 4-1, up 5-4 here at the WVU Coliseum. Texas began the 23 season as the #1 ranked team in the AVCA preseason coaches poll for the 4th time. They're 4th in the country right now. Great defensive team, they're showing it off right now. Miller, as Texas react to it, good block of the net by the Mountaineers. Miller keeps it up. Far side attack, Jackson gets it a fall. And Tierney Jackson gets her second kill of the match. 5-5, back and forth we go here in set number 1. Mountaineers so far varied in its attack. Opted to go to Jackson that time again. Seeing them go through the middle early, and then of course to Bailey Miller near side. Kovis with the serve. This is easy to handle for Swindle. Gets the setup and a great attack from the far side. Counted for Madison Skinner. The junior outside hitter, 6'2" from Katy, Texas. Great setup that time by Swindle, the freshman setter from Columbia, Missouri. And Texas has taken its first lead of the match, 6-5. Swindle with the assist. She had 28 last night. Madison Skinner finished with 12 kills to lead the Longhorns in yesterday's match. 6-5 Texas. Swindle, O'Neal with the hammer down the line. And Asia O'Neal back in the swing of things here for these Longhorns. Get another great look at it again. There she was defensively. And off the left foot of Kovis. This Texas team is long and athletic. And they get their attacks down. Violation on West Virginia. Point Texas. Longhorns have taken the 8-5 lead. Skinner has Foster chase up to it. Miller attacks. Point Mountaineers. That time off the hands of the block that was well positioned. And Bailey Miller scores again here for WVU. Looks like that was off the head of Asia O'Neal. Tierney Jackson serves as Coach Elliott looks on. Swindle the setup to O'Neal, slam dunk. Point Texas, 9-6, Longhorns by 3. And it's O'Neal's service now. Placement on these shots so far, perfect for Texas, as Jackson goes for a seat for West Virginia. Kovis digs. And Miller just has to toss it over. Swindle through the middle. Pushed ahead, and a beautiful teardrop scores for the Longhorns. First team to reach double figures, Texas. As we can check a second look at that one. Can't get any closer than that. What a play, what a push. And Madison Skinner just as surprised as everyone else. Mountaineers having to work hard to handle these Texas services. The attack on the far side from the recent injury, Maddie McGath, the freshman middle blocker, gets West Virginia on the right side of things. Mountaineers have struggled to score consistent points here. They get one there. Attacked off the angle well. Bailey Miller now serves for the Old Gold and Blue. Thanks for joining us on ESPN+. Coach Sinahara looks on. Far side attack for the Mountaineers. Kept up. Another attack. That time, Point West Virginia couldn't keep it in. A couple of nice digs by Kayla Akana. Never got the proper look that Texas wanted. And just a misfire. There was space between the blockers. Texas unable to find it as they went down the line instead. Miller serve. Just misses outside. And the Longhorns keep that lead to 3. Akana makes way. Texas will make some changes here. Emma Halter, sophomore libero, has entered. That is crushed for a kill. McGath again on that swing to the far side, the freshman middle blocker, with a rocket right to the aforementioned Halter, the sophomore from Indianapolis. Mountaineers within 2 now, but a third service error of the first set already by West Virginia. Giving away points here to the Longhorns. As many service errors, that is the point differential right now. West Virginia is down 3. Carissa Barnes now enters, redshirt senior from Weatherford, Texas. Transfer from A&M Corpus Christi. Starts the rally. Mountaineers can handle it. The attack comes and falls for the Gold and Blue. There is Haley Green on cue. Gets her number called for the first time. Slow to get up, but seemingly okay. Emma Halter. Haley Green had 12 last night in that 3-set sweep for Texas. And the teams are trading points here. Delow attacks. through the middle. Count it every time if Texas can set that up. Quick and clean. 13-10 for the Longhorns. Net front look, got up and over the West Virginia wall. At the front of the net, we'll get some moisture wicked up real quick as we had a Mountaineer down in the back line. 13-10 here on ESPN Plus. Number 4 Texas over West Virginia so far. Up 3, only took 3 sets in last night's sweep. Halter's service is a low dropper. Jackson gets it to fall. Her timing is on tonight so far. Tierney Jackson, who went with the forward attack her earlier opportunities, this time maybe a little bit behind it, made the most of it. Halter was there to make a good play, but a split second too late. Mountaineers down 2, 13-11. Foster. Back to the Mountaineers, score it. Baratich was waiting on it as it came to her. The freshman middle blocker recognized it, took advantage of the Texas mistake, and Foster, who committed that service error earlier. It's a nice knuckler that confuses the Longhorn back line. Point difference is just 1 now. Another good serve from Foster. Far side attack, Foster. Good keep for West Virginia. Jackson again, she's on fire. 4th kill for Tierney Jackson. She ties it up at 13. These teams weren't too far apart despite the sweep, as we mentioned before. Tierney Jackson, the Mountaineer focal point early on in this game. West Virginia was up 3 early in the first set last night, and the second set was tied at 15. 4th error on services for West Virginia so far. Gives Texas the 1-point advantage. So far, West Virginia 18-13 in attacks, kills 11-5. This is not a Texas team, despite being one of the best teams in the country, that overwhelms its opposition with kills. They're more of a defensive team. Miller blocked. Asia O'Neal and Swindle showing exactly why. That near side with Asia O'Neal on the front line is a heavy lift. Kayla Akana. Good dig from Kovis. Texas gets the block there from Swindle and O'Neal. And Foster just delivers it over. O'Neal denied. Good block there from West Virginia. Combination with Baratich. Kovis keeps it. Miller can attack with a changeup. That's right to the Texas backline and Halter, and Kovis trying to make the most of that. Texas gets the point. 16-13 here in this best of 5. See that how that attack manifested. Swindle, quick thinking. Caught West Virginia off guard. Rarely is Kovis off guard though for WVU. Did what she could. Akana. And that'll count. Akana delivered that one with pace. Not easy for West Virginia to deal with, and the Mountaineers will take another timeout. Samia Foster could not handle that at the back line for West Virginia. Bailey Miller was retreated. Match 3-2 in 5 sets, and then swept the Bears in Austin. Longhorns theoretically in a really good spot to finish this Big 12 season slate undefeated. After West Virginia, they've got Kansas State, Cincinnati, Iowa State, UCF, and Texas Tech. After the West Virginia timeout, Longhorns by 4. Akana serves, and the air gives West Virginia the point after the break. Difference is now 3 as Akana misfires and West Virginia shows good tempo. Kovis. Short serve. can be set up. O'Neal crushes it for another kill. 18-14. That is what Texas was missing yesterday. Not that they needed it, not that they didn't look lethal, but when you add that element of Asia O'Neal, just something you can't prepare for. Serve from Skinner. Foster digs. And can be touched down for a West Virginia point. Swindle was there, but off balance. And the old Gold and Blue keeping it close. Varied attack as Jackson serves for both teams throughout this first set. And O'Neal is automatic from that side. Substitution in the meantime for Texas. And she quite literally gets 90 degrees on top of that ball. And can choose whatever angle she wants. And serves here. DeLow, quick thinking again, gets West Virginia the point. They're within 3. Coach Elliott with some instructions prior to Texas receiving the service from Bailey Miller. Swindle across. Attack comes off of the Mountaineer from Jenna Wennis. Getting her first points of the game. Went middle and actually off the left hand of Lauren DeLow, who is at the net front. Swindle serves. Kovas will set up Green. Pushes it across, and Swindle opts to play it. Attack comes from the far side now and scores. 21-16. Texas 4 away from claiming the twice in the last 7 games. Seems to be on a pace to get to double figures here tonight. She's already got 4. Texas 21, West Virginia 16. There she is, O'Neal getting some coaching. Serve from Swindle. Pushed across by West Virginia, kept alive. Texas out of the back line. Miller sets up Green, deflected off a hand. Swindle cross, blocked, but out, 22-16. Texas gets the point. See again Texas opting for that far side with Wennis, the junior from Frisco. Swindle across. Near side attack, blocked by the Mountaineers. Great dig from Miller. And Green gets West Virginia some momentum. Only worth 1. But the way that this latter stage of the first set has gone, maybe some momentum for the Mountaineers as Sarah Gooch enters. Great dig from Miller to set it up. And DeLow put it on a tee for West Virginia's leader in kills, Haley Green, this season. 22-17 Longhorns. Through the middle. Pushed over for a West Virginia point. Well, you get a roll, and it's Bailey Miller again. Meant to do it. Gooch's serve. Air makes it 23-18 Texas. If you're Coach Sonahara, you're satisfied with everything but the service errors so far here. It's a 6th of this first set for West Virginia. Carissa Barnes serves. Green can be set up off the defender and counted for the Mountaineers. 23-19. Rarely do you get this Texas team off balance. Take advantage of it when you do. One away from set point. Set from below. Swindle. Good block at the net by West Virginia. Texas with a different look. Singletary was the decoy. The attack came. If they can unseat the Longhorns for the first time in program history. Serve from below is a decent one. Really difficult for Texas to handle this. They go through the middle and West Virginia gets the block. It looked uncomfortable for the Longhorns. And Tierney Jackson has WVU within 2. You see that attack difficult for Texas to get anything comfortable on it. And Tierney Jackson got the right hand on it. Had it fall, 23-21. Far side attack, crushed, out for a West Virginia point. Skinner with the misfire, 23-22. Bella Bergmark, the redshirt senior, middle blocker, is in now for Mariana Singletary. 23-22 Texas. A low serve. And there's the attack to bring us to set point. Phillips, that time, finds the mark. Same set that Texas had run prior to the timeout. They feigned that shallow attack and look to take the first set here. Green attacks for a West Virginia point. 24-23. Still at set point here for the Longhorns. And West Virginia has the serve. It'll be Foster. Well, great crowd on hand at the WVU Coliseum. Back and forth we went, back and forth we go. Foster. Swindle. Near side. And Phillips wins the first set for Texas. Didn't get all of it. Might have actually just last night's game. She played a tremendous first set for Texas. She had 4 kills. She leads Texas right now in that category. 2 total blocks and 2 assists. Not out here to start the second set. Get her a breather. She'll be good to go. Mountaineers are primed. And Texas will begin with Carissa Barnes, the redshirt senior, 5'7" from Weatherford, Texas. Through the middle. Point Texas. And the attack comes from West Virginia's Emma Baratich, the freshman middle blocker. And really didn't have that much of a look. Texas was aligned well. Hard forward to low. Miller attacks. That's a touchdown from Texas. And another block at the net. That was out. Texas kept it in. Baratich, 50-50. And they'll get West Virginia on a carry to make it 2-0. Barnes serves. Jackson there for the Mountaineers. Tierney Jackson gets her 5th kill. That is a match high as Samia Foster enters for Haley Green. Tierney Jackson, a sophomore middle blocker from Tulsa, hitting .625 early on in this game. Skinner took a hard deflection off of a Mountaineer, and Texas goes up 3-1. Texas is a team hitting .267, West Virginia .316. Halter serenaded. Miller off hands. A quality attack for West Virginia. They do get it. And Bailey Miller will get the kill, make this a 1-point second set. DeLoe had all the time in the world to set up Bailey Miller. Kovas. Out. Service errors adding up for West Virginia. You do make the argument that cost West Virginia in that first set. That is the 7th of the match. We got the swim team here. Akana's serve, always difficult. Miller, good dig. That time by Halter. Still in system for West Virginia. Jackson with a long attack, off hands. And it's not gonna get over. Point Mountaineers. 4-3. WVU. There is the swim team. I hope they're the swim team. Jackson goes off that far hand from Skinner. It is a great crowd on hand. And that can't be kept in. Took a hard bounce at the front line, and Foster off balance as it came back to her. 5-3. Did what she could. Still within 2. West Virginia at no point has been outmatched at any point. I know we're early. McGath denied, given back over, and Miller's quick toss given quickly back to her. 6-3 Texas. Good job from DeLoe to keep it up for West Virginia, but Swindle at the far side dropped it in. Longhorns by 3. Into the net. Error against Madison Skinner, a Katy, Texas native. 6-4. Foster makes way. Haley Green re-enters for WVU. Bailey Miller on the serve. And Texas spreads the floor. Longhorns keep it alive. That was a one-handed punch that might have scored for Kovas. And it's still up. Rally continues. And a violation on West Virginia, and Texas earns the point, 7-4. I think they'll get West Virginia on a net fault there. Number 4, Texas on top of the Mountaineers by 3. Won the first set 25-23. Asia O'Neal. Low comes all the way back for it, and Green just deals it across. Attack off of the hand, and Wena scores. 8-4 Longhorns. West Virginia just couldn't get that front line there quick enough and create a block. That's an ace for Asia O'Neal. That dipped and eventually came down just in time. Asia O'Neal get another opportunity. And she's made an impact in this game. Net DeLoe. Green denied by Swindle, but the Mountaineers somehow keep it up. Quick attack across by Texas. Miller will flip it over to the Longhorn front line. Not a clean look for Wennes at all. And it's out for West Virginia point, 9-5. Neither team really able to capitalize or create anything on that rally. And just a bit high. And not the cleanest reception by Texas. West Virginia will try and take advantage of it. Green rolled at the net, couldn't make a play on it. That was hanging on top of the net, and it's 10-5 Longhorns. McGath makes way. Kovas is back in. You just see it sit on top of there, and Green couldn't react. He was trying to drop it over, and a miscommunication there. Delow and Quincy Coyle. Texas has its largest lead of the match, 6 points here in our second set. Took the first set 25-23. Staved off a late West Virginia rally. Delow. The return to Haley Green, quickly under at Halter. Miller off balance, just deals it across. Far side attack. Kovas with a push, but can't keep it in. That came quickly to Kovas, and for West Virginia, the match's leading scorer as well. Jenna Wennes with 5 kills for Texas, 4 for Skinner, and 4 for O'Neill. Molly Phillips also with a quiet 4 kills. This is Swindle's serve. Green with a missile. Halter can't handle it, and after the timeout, Mountaineers cut the lead to 6. Serve from Delow. Oh, poorly handled by Texas. Skinner just has to lift that over, buy her team some time to get back in the system. Green's attack, Kovas at the net front. We'll go to the swing to Jackson, who misfires, and Jackson appeals for the deflection, and they get it. It touched a Longhorn. West Virginia gets the point, 12-7. Just a fingertip. Wennes. Delow will set up Jackson. He pushes one across to the opposite side. Wennes had a deflected. Miller keeps it alive on the strange bounce. Green back across. Wennes set up well. Yeah. Can't do anything with that. It came down hard. Bailey Miller in a relatively good position, but when Texas attacks, they attack hard. Mountaineers couldn't get their blockers aligned. Jackson and Baratich were both there. High for Green. Tip gives West Virginia the point. That's off another Texas hand. 13-8, and the timeout has benefited West Virginia, as we see just grazing the fingertip of Asia O'Neill. Foster's serve is good and low. Skinner with a bomb. And it's Miller just to lift it over. Texas has to react. Skinner crushed it. Count the point for the Longhorns. Madison Skinner from Katy, Texas. Waiting for that the entire way. Right away from the West Virginia libero Kovas, who is back in position. Jackson denied. Skinner back to back. Should get the block that time, and Texas for the first time in this match seeing that they were ready for the attack from Tierney Jackson. Skinner and Asia O'Neal. Tough two. Slam dunk for O'Neal. 16-8, and all of a sudden they've got that 8-point lead reestablished, and Coach Sonohara has seen enough. Timeout, West Virginia. 90 seconds are to them. And the server, Emma Halter, gets her instructions from Coach Elliott. We're back underway. 16-8 Texas here in set number 2. Attack comes across, far to the middle by Bailey Miller. Actually, Miller was the diversion there. Get the kill to Emma Baratic. And after the timeout, West Virginia gets the first point, 16-9. That was perfect from Madison Skinner. Took something off of it, crushed the entire way. Akana. Miller gets the setup, off hands. Texas keeps it alive. Miller off hands, point West Virginia. 17-10. Well, certainly not the cleanest look, but West Virginia has benefited a couple times just from those slight deflections. That one not as slight, coming off the block. Mountaineers ready for the attack from O'Neal that time. Miller, great dig from Halter. And killed by Skinner immediately after. Changes come for West Virginia. Tierney Jackson makes way. And Daniel Neal, a freshman from Austin, into the game for the first time. Miller blocked at the net by Asia O'Neal. Ella Swindle, the freshman, was there too. And it's 19-10. Texas 6 away from taking the first 2 sets here in Morgantown. And count it for Maddie McGath, the Wisconsinite. Given that Tierney Jackson-esque look on the swing to the near side. Well, one time it seems in this set that Texas's block wasn't set up perfectly. Asian O'Neal was in the inside. 19-11 Longhorns. Green, oh, great play from Akana to keep it alive. Texas keeps the rally going. And there is Haley Green, ice cold, dropping it for a point. Wow, that's perfect placement. Through the middle, Skinner can't hit. It's out, Mountaineers get the point. And Texas will call. They're hitting .357 in the second set. So numbers tell the story in this case. Miller serve handled, and Wennis attacks and kills. 20-13. Lead is back to 7 for the visiting Longhorns. Yeah, credit to Akana, who dealt with that serve as well as she could. Ends up being a great set as O'Neal makes way. McGaff, counted. She's looked very good here for West Virginia. Placement has been the name of the game for her. And Sarah Gooch in the contest now for WVU, replacing McGaff. Service specialist for West Virginia, Sarah Gooch. Freshman from Florida. Wennis had it blocked, and Neal came in crashing on it, as did Haley Green. And that's just off the hand of DeLow. All fell apart for West Virginia in a matter of seconds. 21-14 Texas here in the second set. And that is a flick of the wrist for the Longhorns, Molly Phillips. Reception of that serve makes the easiest point. 22-14 Longhorns, and again, West Virginia can't handle the serve. Halter, they go to Wennis, and they go to within 2. 23-14 Longhorns. Texas now will bring in Kenna Miller, the redshirt freshman from Justin, Texas. Serve from Swindle, well handled by West Virginia. Green to the far corner for a West Virginia point. DeLow serve. Texas again goes for that dummy through the middle, and that is pushed out for a West Virginia point. Mariah Singletary was the attack that time, and she just pushed it over. Green denied, but out. Point West Virginia. Another late surge here for the Mountaineers. But is it too late? Singletary and Kenna Miller were there for the block. They go through the middle. Singletary got it, and Kovis can't get it over. Set point here for the Longhorns, 24-17. Carissa Barnes to seal the set. And it happens with a bit of anticlimax. 25-17. Texas up 2 sets here on West Virginia in Morgantown as we've reached the intermission. It will be Texas to defend West Virginia's service to begin our third set. The low serve. Swindle through the middle. Well blocked by West Virginia. And they can attack off of this. Kept up unintentionally. Haley Green. Point Mountaineers. Well, Haley Green gets the kill for West Virginia, and that is a match high 10 for Haley Green. Texas' Jenna Wenis has 9, Madison Skinner 7, Tierney Jackson with 7, and Asia O'Neal with 5 as the service error dooms West Virginia yet again. Haley Green hitting .429 in the match. Asia O'Neal, .625. Our leaders, back-to-back errors for Texas, that time from Emma Halter. Halter with a dig leader. She's got 11 as Green makes way for the Mountaineers. This is Foster back in, didn't see a ton of her in the second set. 2 on West Virginia. They go through the middle, and Asia O'Neal keeps that hit percentage very high. Quick turn and plunge of the ball. 2-2. O'Neal now with 6 kills in her return game. Akana with a serve. DeLow to the middle, drop it for WVU, Lauren DeLow. DeLow, the setter, gets the point for West Virginia, and Kovas on the serve. And Akana played it, might have been out. Skinner pushes it over and couldn't keep it in. Trying to create that same attack that she had early in the first set. Pushed one towards the back corner for a unique score. That time, unable to. 4-2. Mountaineers up to begin this third set. Kovas' serve dealt with. And O'Neal got it across, but West Virginia with a great job to keep the rally going. Swindle pushed it over to Skinner for the point. Madison Skinner's got 8 kills in the game. And West Virginia knew it was coming, just couldn't stop it. Skinner had 12 kills last night, so give her 20 across the 2 matches here in Morgantown. Far side, Tierney Jackson appeals for the deflection, and they will give West Virginia the deflection and the points. Tierney Jackson with 8 now for WVU. Jackson had 10 last night, so she's playing well. Through the middle, Skinner slams it right down for the kill. Texas now within 1, 5-4. And placement has just been perfect for her tonight. Serve from O'Neal. Not remarkably clean for West Virginia. And Bailey Miller couldn't keep it in. O'Neal's serve again, that's difficult. And Swindle makes it work for Texas. West Virginia just not remarkably clean on that. Samia Foster couldn't work it out. Texas has now taken the lead in this third set, 6-5. O'Neal's delivery, difficult again. Mountaineers were blocked at the net, and Bailey Miller adjusts, but the pancake keeps it up. That was extremely well done by Wennis. She's crushed, and it's over the net. Count it for McGath. Well, some points are easy, some points are hard. That was both at the same time. Good reaction there from Kovas to deal with it, and then Texas out of system. West Virginia got the good bounce. We're tied up at 6 here in our third set. That's not clean from Texas. See if West Virginia can take the lead here. And Green went for the attack. Texas denied at the net. Singletary gonna push it way up there for Wennis. And she gets the kill. Perfect height there as Neal waiting for it. That just comes too hard and too quick. Green. 5-hole on Madison Skinner. Perfect distance, perfect power. We're tied at 7 here in the third set. And well, when Haley Green has been set up, making Texas pay, the only problem is the looks haven't been remarkably clean. Good job from Miller to set up Green again, and that is out for another West Virginia point, 8-7. Mountaineers by 1 here in this third set. That's at the net. Singletary can't keep it in. Point West Virginia. Swindle, near side, destroyed by Wennis, who's having a heck of a game. She's got 11 kills here for the Longhorns. And the serve now to Barnes. With support literally at her back. That is off the net, and she'll get an ace out of it. That could be because Texas traveling to Morgantown one final time. That's a 50-50 that belongs to West Virginia. 10-9. Mashing of the hands. And we get a perfect look at it. Balance favored Delow by just the slightest amount. And counted again for WVU. Baratic that time. Well, clean volleyball. In the last couple of sets, or last couple of rallies, however, hard to come by. That remains to be true. Another error by West Virginia. 11-10. There has been no point of stable lead for West Virginia with the exception of very early in the first set last night. Good dig from Barnes. Skinner denied by Kovas. Delow tried to set up Baratic, coming on, sliding in too little too late was Kovas, and we're tied at 11 here in this third set. So Texas gets some points back. Longhorns took the first set 25-23. Second set 25-17. Kovas for Green. Denied at the net. Asia O'Neal and Phillips. Just a good job from Phillips to get up and over the net without a fault. And there is a fault against West Virginia. 13-11, Longhorns by 2. Serve from Halter. They set up Green. Match leader in kills. Gets another one there. Haley Green, give her 13. Another excellent job by Kovas. Kept that rally up and going. Foster serve, dealt with by Skinner. O'Neal tries the quick flip across in this 1-point set. O'Neal, and dug by Kovas. Texas just has to get it over now. They'll push it to the far side. DeLoe mishandled it. It's going to stay in. And West Virginia out of sorts. Madison Skinner takes advantage. Skinner now with 10 kills in the match. Miller with a missile off the left shoulder of Emma Halter. Texas up 2-0. We're in the third set here in Morgantown. Swindle, O'Neal denied. Good block by West Virginia. They go to Skinner, took something off of it, and DeLoe can't make anything of it. 15-13 Longhorns. And we'll get a timeout called. So Skinner to restart. And O'Neal had the opportunity to put that one away, kept up by Kovas. Swindle, a quick attack denied by the West Virginia front line. Now here's jump. And cannot get the block effectively. Wenis scores it. Wenis really didn't have too much to say in last night's match until late, and she has continued that here in this one. She finished with 9 kills in last night's match as West Virginia gets the point now. And she continues to do great work. Wenis with 12 kills now. Skims off the top of the net, Texas by 2. That might have been the best kill from Asia O'Neal all night. Get a really good look at it here. Over Kovas, but in. That is the family of Kaylee Akana. Another block for Texas here makes it 18-14. Now we've got a pause and a review. So we are challenging, West Virginia is, a net fault. And it was cool, actually, because the Big 12 officials gave me a expedited CRS communication cheat sheet before the match has started. And there are signals of our Big 12 officials here of what rules what via the fingers behind their back. 1 is a touch, 2 is in or out, 3 is a net fault, which is what we're reviewing right now, 4 is an attack line fault, and 5 is a service foot fault. Now, I get a digit, or 2, or 3, when the call is received, and it is confirmed to me with either 1 finger, which means confirmed, 2 is reversed, or 3 stands. West Virginia is challenging a net fault here. That's going to be a close one. I'll be interested to see what they call here. At it stands Texas 18, West Virginia 14. And it will be confirmed. No net fault for West Virginia. And I did keep an eye on my digit man. One of our officials. Our line judge, Dante Parente. Brad Alberg, our referee, along with Mara Wager. Texas gets a point, makes it 19-14 on the ensuing rally. And the Mountaineers won a timeout, down 19-14, 6 points away from a Texas clean sweep. Timeout concludes for the Mountaineers, 19-14 Texas. O'Neal waits and delivers, and Foster couldn't commit to letting it go or making a play, 20-14. Foster again receives, Miller attacks, dug by O'Neal. Kovas, a nice one-handed play. Miller hangs it up, and Swindle near side. Mountaineers block it well. McGath that time. McGath and Bailey Miller at the net front for the Mountaineers, who trail by 5 here in this third set. Taking the first set 25-23 and then 25-17, the Longhorns. And that's into the net from Bailey Miller. Logan to set up McGath, pushes it across and dug well by Halter. And McGath denied, but a carry on West Virginia, and it's 22-15. Green attacks. Great reception by Skinner. Blocked by West Virginia, and no one there for it for the Longhorns, 22-16. Serve comes from Gooch. Down the middle, counted for Texas. Mariana Singletary. 5 kills and 3 blocks last night puts Texas within 2. Within 1 of match point. Green, back over, to give West Virginia the point. Outside of the pole, 23-17. Through the middle, Singletary got a piece of it, and Miller got a piece of it. Match point here for the Longhorns. Wanted to get a full swing at it, didn't make a clean connection, and Miller had misread the path that it took. Match point for the Longhorns, and Miller can't handle it. It's a sweep for Texas, and they have won 12 in a row. Number 4, Texas defeats West Virginia in 3 sets in back-to-back nights. It's a final of the 3rd set.
Music by Music Network.
चल के बाद बंदे
भोला समिति से भमिया तोहार सिर्फ संडे के बुझो जी अब करे हमारे इंतजार किसन संडे के सुन
recording studio Simra।